Honestly, yesterday was just a tough day. It was just one of those days where you're kind of in your feelings, and that's just part of the process. It's part of the process that I really feel like, at least in my niche, crochet on YouTube. I don't see it talked about a lot, and maybe it's because we find it like embarrassing or whatever it may be. Good morning, my friends. It honestly just feels so good to take like a deep breath. I spent a lot of time between like yesterday and today just like reflecting. At least I find it a little bit embarrassing to talk about, but it's like the growing pains on YouTube. I don't know. I like trip on my words a lot about it, but it should be talked about because it's just hard. It feels like you're putting so much work in for it to not really be going anywhere. It's human nature to want to connect with others. I do feel like I have that on Instagram, but I prefer like what feels like face to face and like I'm talking to people. So it is a little bit tough to feel like I'm just trying and I'm working hard and I'm putting in that effort, but sometimes it just feels like, is it for nothing? And everywhere says like the growing pains are hard when you're first trying to start. That's just, this is to be expected. Don't give up. And most of the times I don't let it get to me. That's just how it is. And I totally understand that. But, living with depression and anxiety, you have your good days and your bad days. And yesterday was just one of those bad days where you just like kind of overthink every little thing. And I was just like, is it me? Is all this effort with editing and all these things, is it ever going to connect me with like other anime fans and all these things? Like even when I made my Bandit Kitty pattern and I mentioned like, oh, I just hope it will connect me with other Persona fans. Like that did work. It did pay off. So it can work. When I started my Instagram, I never would have guessed that it was going to go anywhere. And it did. Things can happen. And I'm not saying like, oh, I want attention or anything like that. That is not what I'm saying here whatsoever. But I do believe it's like human nature. We want to feel connected to others. And anybody who says otherwise, like, that's just like a basic human. Come on. Sometimes in those moments, I just have to like go back, dig deep, and be like, what is my why? Like, why did I start in the first place? Why do I do this? What keeps me coming back? And for me, it's always the passion. What am I most passionate about? And for me with crochet, it's my passion projects. Those are bringing like my favorite pieces to life. Like favorite pieces for me is characters. Bringing my favorite like anime characters or pretty much making anything Spidey. Those always bring the biggest smile to my face. Those always allow me to like take a step back and be like, wow, this is so cool. Like we can literally just like with a hook and with some yarn, we can really create something cool. I love that. Take away social media, take away people, anything. Like if all we had was ourselves and the tool and the materials, I would still love this craft. Like I don't need anything else. And I think that's something really important to remember. Now, of course, there is always that aspect of, do I want to connect with others who have the same passion and love the same things and have the same interests? Like, yes, of course. I have met some of my best friends through social media. And I love that part so much. Like, I never would have met them had I not made that Instagram account back in October of 2023. Truly, there is good in social media too. I think if anybody tries to act like there isn't, like, no, there is. There is good. Connection is good. Last night, I just like dug deep into my why, took the time to just really hone in and work on a soul project which technically is like a pattern test, but I'm not in the group because it's a friend who knows I'm struggling with groups and being like thrust into a test with a due date. It's not good for my mental health. And she knows that and she respects it because she's an angel. True friends got you and they just know. See connections. And she's somebody I met on social media. So you can really meet amazing people. I put on Attack on Titan and I just like worked. She's our bald queen right now. Put on Attack on Titan because that's like a favorite anime of mine. I just worked on Sailor Moon. She's like one of those characters I can't say no to. I always love making her. I love making Sailor Moon. This is my, I want to say fourth Sailor Moon I've made. And I was having so much fun making her. I literally stayed up until after 1 a.m. making her. And I would have stayed up even later if I didn't have an appointment this morning. This is me kind of just being like, despite all the noise and the pressures and like the pressures I'm putting on myself to be like, you have to be here or you should be here at this point. Like, you don't have to be anywhere. I don't need to be anywhere at any point. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I put pressure on myself all the time? I'm doing just fine as I am. I don't need to be anywhere other than where I'm at right now. And I'm saying that out loud so I can really remind myself that what I'm doing is enough. I'm real good at putting pressure on myself. But I feel like if I don't say these things out loud, then I just internalize them and I don't actually remind myself that I am working hard and I am doing enough. I just feel like I've done so much reflecting, and I think that I'm probably going to rework how I'm doing a little bit of my videos, because when I first started my channel, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like record every step of every project because that's really cool. And in theory, that was really nice, but man, it takes away from the creative process. Like, yeah, I'll still probably show bits and pieces of projects. You know, you don't know until you do it, but it's like you don't, it just really was limiting. I didn't realize like how much time that would take. And then if you want to record everything, it's like, man, I can't just actually work on something when I want to because I always have to make it so I'm in front of the camera. And then sometimes you just want to crochet. You don't want to be in front of a camera, or you want to like crochet somewhere else where you don't have your camera set up, or you're not in front of a dual monitor where it's easier. It's a whole thing. There's so much behind the scenes. It just becomes this whole thing, and you know, mental health is wealth. I started this channel for my mental health and to have an outlet and to be able to talk to people, because I don't feel like I have that on Instagram. It's not as easy to talk to people. I love the face-to-face interaction and actually being able to talk. So that's really what brought me to YouTube. And I just have to trust that, like, with time, I'll find my people. I'll find my anime fans who also love to crochet. It doesn't matter if it's like in a week, in a year. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if you like anime, then you like to crochet. Hit me up because I seriously love to talk about anime. Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Seriously, I just sometimes need to put that out into the universe because talking about our feelings is good and important, and it always makes me feel better. Okay, one thing that I did forget to mention in my little like clip spiel, whatever you want to call it, and I was like jamming out to like the intro music of Attack on Titan because I love it. Just pumps me up. But I remember when I first like was learning amigurumi, there were like many nights where I just was like, I can't sleep because I can't wait to like wake up and work on a project. Or I'd be like trying to sleep and I would be like thinking about a project and just like envisioning what I wanted to do, and just kind of had all this creative energy like flowing. And I actually feel that right now. And I don't know, I haven't had that in a while. And it just feels so good to kind of have like a day yesterday where I was like kind of down in the dumps, to have like polar opposite today after a night of reflecting and just reminding myself of what's important, to like have one of those nights where I'm like, man, I can't wake up. I can't wake up. I can't wait to wake up and just like work on a project that makes me so happy. I feel good, and this is what it's about. So, time to work on her hair. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!